Welcome to the world of blockchain and Web3. Today, we are diving into the exciting domain of the Graph Protocol. So, buckle up as we embark on the journey to learn and understand this protocol. Hello, my name is Shlok Bargode. Let's get started without wasting any time. So, in this video, we will be looking at how the Graph Protocol works, roles involved in the protocol, outlier of the roadmap, usage of the protocol, and how you guys can get involved in this ecosystem. What is the Graph? The Graph is a decentralized protocol for indexing and querying blockchain data. The Graph makes it possible to query data that is difficult to query directly from the blockchain. I know that was a lot of terms for you, but don't worry, I am here to help you guys out. We will simplify this with an example. Imagine you have a big, messy book with lots of information written in it. This book is like the blockchain, where data about things like digital assets, like NFTs or transactions are stored. However, the book is so chaotic that finding specific details is really hard. Now, let's say you want to know something specific about a particular book, like finding a certain sentence from that book. If you try to do this directly from the book or blockchain, it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. It's slow, difficult, and sometimes impossible. This is where the Graph comes in. It acts like a super smart librarian who reads the entire messy book and organizes the information. This makes it super easy and fast to find exactly what you are looking for. So, when you want to know that particular sentence, you just ask the librarian, that is the Graph, and it quickly gives you the answer. The graphs make it much easier for computer programs like decentralized app to get the information they need from the blockchain. It's like turning a chaotic library into a well-organized one. So you can find your books, that is data, much faster and more efficiently. Let's learn about the Graph's network roles. Developer, curator, indexer, delegator. We will look at each one of these in detail. Let us look at what do developers do. Developers create subgraphs, which are essentially APIs that allow decentralized application to query and retrieve data from the blockchain efficiently. Now, let us look at what do curators do. Curators are individuals or entities responsible for identifying and selecting valuable subgraphs. Curators review these subgraphs and evaluate their potential usefulness to the community. Now it's time to look at what do indexers do. Indexers runs the graph node and indexes this subgraph, which makes data accessibility easy. Indexers are responsible for maintaining and indexing data from the blockchain, making it easily searchable and accessible for dApps. Lastly, we will see what do delegators do. Delegators participate by selecting a specific trustworthy indexer and staking GRT tokens to support specific indexers. Delegators contribute to the security and decentralization of the network. Suppose this is a decentralized application and we want to retrieve data from the blockchain, but the data on the blockchain is very unstructured and in an unorganized way, which makes the whole process complicated. Therefore, this application will make use of a subgraph. So who is responsible for creating a subgraph? As we have seen earlier, subgraphs are created by a developer. So after creating a subgraph, who will decide how technically sound or good it is? That's where a curator comes in the picture. Curator assesses the technical aspects of the subgraph, including its accuracy, efficiency, and relevance to the desired data. Based on their evaluation, curators decide whether a subgraph is worthy of attention and investment. There can be multiple curators. As the application cannot directly access the subgraph, he will need to run the graph node and set up the infrastructure of it, which is very costly. This is where the indexer comes into the picture. Indexers are responsible for maintaining and indexing data from the blockchain, making it easily searchable and accessible for the dApps. Once a subgraph is curated and deemed valuable, indexers deploy and operate servers that run the subgraph. They continuously index blockchain data and update the subgraph's dataset. Indexers are rewarded with GRT tokens for their service, and quality of their indexing impacts the overall efficiency of decentralized applications. Now, one more entity comes into the picture called as delegator. So, what is the job of delegator? Stacking GRT tokens to support particular indexers is how delegators get involved. By staking their tokens with indexers, delegators help to maintain the network security and decentralization. They are compensated with a share of indexers' earning. When selecting an indexer to delegate, delegators need to take into account many aspects such as indexer's track record, dependability, and possible benefits. This is the overall working of the roles combined. How does the graph work? Imagine blockchain as a big playground where people or decentralized applications, dApps, play with digital assets and transactions. Now, the graph is like a super smart observer in this playground. Step 1. Adding data to blockchain. When someone in a playground, let's call them a player or a dApp, does something like buying or selling a digital asset, they do it through a special process called a transaction on blockchain. Step 2. Events and information. While this transaction is happening, special movements or events occur, like announcing, "Hey, something interesting just happened." The graph pays attention to these events like a keen watcher. Steps 3 and 4. Graph node's job. There's a powerful tool called Graph Node that keeps scanning blockchain regularly, looking for these special events related to certain activities specified by something called a subgraph manifest. When Graph Node finds these events, it uses a set of instructions, a kind of guide called a mapping, to understand and record what's happened. This information is stored in a neat and organized way, like creating a summary of the interesting stuff that occurred in the playground. Step 5. Querying for information. Now if someone wants to know what happened in the playground, they can ask graph node using a special language called GraphQL. It's like saying, hey, what are the latest cool things that happened? Graph node then goes into its organized records, find the requested information and gives it back. This information can be used to create cool displays or features in D-apps for people to interact with. Repeating the cycle. This process keeps repeating. People do things in the blockchain playground. Events get noted. Graph node organizes this information, and others can easily ask for and get specific details about what happened. So, in simple terms, the graph is like a super efficient reporter in the blockchain playground, keeping track of all interesting activities and making it easy for others to ask and know what's going on. This is the official image of working of the graph protocol from the documentation. And if you want to view this, here is the link. I have already provided this link in the description. Now, let us look at some use cases of the graph protocol. So first is Uniswap, which is the biggest DeFi platform, which uses the graph protocol to showcase its DeFi analytics. Second protocol is LivePeer, which is a decentralized video infrastructure platform. Other protocol which use the graph also includes Chainlink, which is a decentralized blockchain oracle network, and Ethereum Name Service ENS, which is a naming and identity protocol. So, as you can see here, the graph is used by a broad spectrum of protocols and applications. The graph has recently shared its roadmap, where it encompasses the following details. World of data services. Expand beyond subgraphs to offer diverse data services, including new query languages and support for LLMs, large language models. Optimized indexer performance. Boost network performance through improved indexer tooling, operational capabilities, and reduced gas fees. Protocol evolution and resiliency. Improve the protocol for resilience, flexibility, and efficiency. Introducing a new payment system, Graph Horizon, and supporting arbitration for new data services and chains. Developer empowerment. Enhance the developer experience with streamlined billing, clear pricing, reduced gas fees, and improved tooling. Interconnected graph of data. Create tools for an organized and composable knowledge graph. Supporting curation, natural language processing, and unified access to data services. How to get involved? Explore the decentralized future with these amazing educational resources. GRTIQ podcast. Hear from the builders shaping the decentralized internet. The Graph YouTube channel. Stay updated on tech tutorials and events. The Graph Academy. Extensive guides and video tutorials for participation. Graph Advocates DAO. Immerse yourself, collaborate, attend hackathons, and more. Graphrika. Connect with the community empowering Web3 developers in Africa. Telegram channel. By joining Telegram channel, you can connect with the Graph community worldwide. Discord server. It is a hub for collaboration, discussions, and team building. The Graph Forum. All the updates regarding the Graph ecosystem are discussed here. Core Dev meetings. The graphs gives monthly updates on development progress. Community talk. You can also be a part of monthly non-technical insights into the graph. Graftronauts. Educate delegators and stay updated on the Web3. Indexer office hours. Drop in for advice and collaboration on indexing. Attend hackathons and events. Contribute and network in live events. Documentation. Technical instructions for network participation. Curation station. Collaborate with curators on subgraph selection. Builders DAO. Build and contribute to decentralized open source APIs. Thank you. These are my social media handles. You can connect with me using this. Please provide me with your valuable feedback in the comment section. Do like, share and subscribe, and hit the bell icon to turn your notifications on, as I will be dropping new videos soon.